All right, we're back in the car. I was not going to make this video, but I've realized I need to make this video because I have been living the lesson that I have to share with you. And I think this is going to really help you if you can grab onto this. When we're building our businesses, we have things that we have to do. And life happens. Life comes up that causes us to sometimes go off track or get distracted or things happen. Let me just give you a little bit of what I've been dealing with. Last week, we had to tear out a wall in our house, an exterior wall. We had to get our roof replaced. And then this week, Monday, the power went out. So I had to go across town to do some work. Yesterday, the internet went out all day. And then I found out this morning, for some reason, my Wi-Fi router is fried. So even though the internet's back up if I plug it in, my whole house has no internet. So I have to go get a Wi-Fi router, all while I've been launching 2 campaigns with clients, launching my own marketing campaign and building that. And I have coaching calls that I've had to do. I have coaching clients that I have to talk with. I'm creating content like this while everything the last 2 weeks has been going not so optimally how I would want them to go on a daily basis. Nobody wants to have their roof ripped off or their exterior house or their internet or their power go out. But those are life things that happen, right? Except I just had them all happen within a week, so that's kind of crazy. But here's what I want to talk about is how to stay on track and not let those things derail you when things don't go how you want them to. You know, for instance, I mean, here's another thing. Let's say that you run a marketing campaign, you invest $10,000 into a campaign, and it does not produce the result that you want. Well, that would be tragic, of course, but the sooner that you can get resilient and get back up again and keep going, and you don't let what's going on around you, what's happening in your life to derail you, the more you are able to reach your goals. This creates a level of resilience and consistency to where you stay consistent with the actions that you're doing. Think about it like as if you're brushing your teeth. Think about it as if you take a shower, right? And listen, I know some of y'all don't take a shower more than once a week. That's your prerogative. But what I want to say is those are habits that you do regardless of what's going on in your life. We had a situation a couple years ago where the water wasn't good enough to even shower in our house. We had to go out of our house to shower every couple of days at a local gym that was providing it to our area because the water was toxified or something like that had happened. Yeah, weird stuff happens when you live in the city in Texas, in Austin, Texas. But all that to say, it used to throw me so off track from my creativity, from my ability to show up for my family, from my ability to show up for my clients. And I remember in the past, I would lose deals. I would lose out on what I was trying to accomplish. I would miss out on the things that I had intended to do because of all the stuff that was going on in my life. And here's what I found, is that if you can learn the skill and the art of staying present, of not letting what's going on around you affect you, of staying focused on what you need to do, and then learning, listen, of course, I get frustrated, disappointed. I spent 2 hours this morning wrestling with my Wi-Fi router. That felt like so much wasted time, right? Not happy about it. But then I got over it, and I got over it quickly, and I got over it as fast as I felt it. Of course, I feel pain, disappointment, frustration, anger when stuff happens. But if I've learned anything, having 2 kids, going through, we had this crazy insurance claim with a hailstorm happen, and just life and building a business, and then seeing what happens when entrepreneurs that are multimillionaires build business. I remember seeing my mom. She's a multimillionaire entrepreneur. Mom, one of my number one mentors in my life. And I remember seeing her go through health challenges and literally be in the hospital and yet still be able to stay focused with sending a text to her team members as far as what to do to keep the business running and making millions of dollars, and yet still also resting when she needs to. Not this hustle and grind of, well, I gotta make it work, right? This stress, this anger. No. I'm talking about a burnout-free, stress-free approach where you learn to go with the flow even when things are not going how you want them to. And you learn to accept the stuff that's not going how you want it to. And you learn to even become, dare I say, okay with it when things are not going how you want them to. And so I just saw a license plate across me. It says, "Daddy's money, but I'm daddy." I'm like, that's great. I need that. I love that. But anyways, when stuff doesn't go how you want it to, learning to not just like be numb to it, but to say, okay, this is great. This is a thing that can help us. We're improving things in our life. You find the bright side to it. You always find the bright side to every situation. Like even if you lose money in a marketing campaign, what did you learn from that? Learning to be resilient from those things when they happen. Learning how to get back up again, get back on the horse, keep grinding forward, keep moving forward, and do so in a state of peace and ease and enjoyment and fun and happiness. I've learned this having 2 kids, because you gotta keep your spirits up or they will suffer. And it's not even like a fake keep my spirits up. Like I gotta like genuinely find something inside of me to say happy and excited and joyful. And I've found, like in the past I used to disassociate and it was like a fake it till you make it type of a thing. Now it's like I fully accept, okay, this has happened. I gotta go out and do this. I gotta deal with this. Stuff is not going how I want it to. Let's get back up again. Let's learn. What did we learn from this? How can we improve in the future? And developing that resilience through the frustration. You can feel the frustration and then let it go. And you learn how to quickly move past what POs you, what pisses you off, what makes you feel angry, frustrated, disappointed, upset quickly. You get over it quickly. You don't let it fester in your mind. That's the real game right there. Because we could say that we got over it exteriorly, but then inside our head, we're like still processing it and it's bothering us still. And I say this as somebody who like suffered from this, really suffered from it for a long time, where I would lose my ability to be creative. I would lose my ability to show up for my family and my business. And it wasn't until I was like, you know what? Like, just let go of trying to control everything. Learn to let go of trying to control all the stuff that's outside of your control. And control what you can control. And when you can learn to do that, you will be unusually successful, because you're going to show up at a level that most people don't show up at. You're going to be able to, like, I actually got excited that I had to go to the store to go get a Wi-Fi router, because I was like, I can record my YouTube video while I'm on the way there. Like, I got excited to share this with you, and I literally knew what I wanted to talk about. And this is a strategy that, listen, I've gone back to this constantly in my career, but I also know what it's like living on the other side of it, trying to build a business on the other side of it, trying to build a business through striving and stress, and when things aren't going how we want it to, and just feeling like, gosh, why is nothing working out? And just wishing that things were different. And I can tell you on the other side of that you can develop the ability to be resilient, to not let these things throw you off, to not let them throw you off track. You can develop the skill to be able to approach everything that you're doing in your business objectively and say, okay, like, this happened, this is going on. What can I learn from it? And how can I realign my nervous system? How can I realign my joy and my happiness? And then how can I tap into that creative place in the midst of the hardest moment that I'm dealing with right now at this moment, right? We have different levels of hard that we deal with. But if you can learn to where your hard does not affect you the way that it always has, and that you can learn to find that peace and that ease and that enjoyment in the midst of the challenges, you will be more successful than your peers, than you've ever been, than yourself. Really, it's just you versus you. Think about that. Just you versus you alone, you're going to be able to be more successful than overall because of that resilience that you're able to develop in yourself to do and accomplish these things that maybe you never thought were possible, that maybe felt like, seems like, this goes against my personality, this goes against everything that I know to be right. Okay? Like if you get passionate about, because I know people, they're like, I can't do it, right? I can't do it. That used to be me. And I can tell you on the other side of it, you can do it. And you can accomplish great things. You can do greater than you ever imagined. And you can experience the life and the business that you want. My friends, listen, if you are a coach or a mentor and you want to grow in your business, I'd love to see you in my Wealthy Coach Academy program. You can check out the link below to see how to get started with that, how we're helping our clients grow and make tens of thousands of dollars, even up to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in their businesses by jumping into our Wealthy Coach Academy program today. I'll see you in there. Share this video with somebody, subscribe. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.